Thanks very much for doing this week.
That's all right.
Now, the reason I'm doing it is because I'm doing the university, I'm doing the Masters.
Okay.
And I finished that at the end of this month.
Yep.
And I've been helping Mark out with the by-election.
Yep.
So doing all these videos for him. Just nice to meet you.
Fantastic.
And I used to be chairman of UKIP back in 2015.
Oh, well done, you. Thank you.
Third.
Thank you. Thank you.
A conference up at Norwich.
Part of the People's Army.
Yes.
Yeah. Which we're reassembling. What a great bit of kit.
Well, I use my student loan to buy all my own kit, whereas all the other students spend it on rent.
Yeah, and hard for them.
Yeah, so I invested my money in kit.
Good for you.
So now, because I've got my own kit, they've now left university. Now they're asking me, can I film them do stuff?
Yeah.
Because I've got the kit.
Well, you could make a few quid doing that.
Yes. So we'll go.
Yeah, go. Let's go.
Yeah. Right, so the campaign so far, it's been about migration.
Yes.
And he went over to France to do the D-Day celebrations, which, as an ex-soldier, well, serviceman myself, Royal Navy, I appreciate very much from Rishi about it. So, with Keir Starmer and Rishi, how they are now, what do you think the people will think? Because at the moment, Rishi doesn't think they can win his seat.
Well, who knows? I mean, look, I think the truth of it is the election's over. You know, disgust with the Tories is so universal that Labour are going to win. I don't view them as being very competent. I don't view Starmer as being particularly patriotic. But with our first past the post electoral system, that's where we are. But in some ways, it's exactly 2 weeks to go. Our opportunity now is to say, look, guys, we know the result. Why don't you vote with your heart? Vote with your Tory or Labour. Vote with your heart. If you agree with me on what I stand for, vote with your heart. And let us be the opposition, not a failed Conservative party. That's what the election campaign is now, for us, all about.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are worried about, was having a Conservative Party 2.0, with all the Conservatives jumping ship onto the Reform wagon,
Yep.
and turning it into the Conservative Party.
Yeah, well, we don't need that. We don't need that. We literally don't need that. And you know, I mean, there are some good people there. If they want to come on board, that's great. But we're not going to be hijacked by them. There's no way we're going to allow that. I genuinely don't think, despite being around for 190 years, that the modern day Conservative Party is fit for purpose. What does it stand for? What does it do? It just lies. They tell us they're for low taxes, low immigration. Well, the 14-year record is the opposite to that.
So, current polls with you as the leader of the opposition. Which polls you look at?
Yeah.
The BBC, ITV, Sky News, they're all downplaying it. Is that just because it's reform?
No, it's because it's me.
Because it's
me. I'm the bogeyman.
That's right.
I'm the person the establishment loves to hate. They've been doing it for 20 years. They can't cope with me. You know, I don't fit into the stereotype of what they're looking for. But you're right. The polling says, you know, if Labour are going to win, who do you think will be the best opposition leader? And they give a list of Boris, Rishi, me, Ed Davey, and I'm now coming top of those polls. And we need that in the next 2 weeks to feed through to all the rest of it.
If you do win your seat, and you are in Parliament, which I really do hope you are, because we need someone with your character in Parliament, you will be forming the opposition, and you're going to want allies, because obviously Labour are going to have that many seats in the House, they're going to steamroll anything they want to put through.
Yeah, well, they will, but you know what I'm good at is mobilising mass movements. I'm good at mobilising millions of people. And the Starmer may be able to steamroll stuff, but if he sees mass millions against him, he might think again.
One question on the universities, student loans. There's talk about doctors, nurses having their student loans wiped off if you come into power and leave.
Well, I think The extent to which we're relying on foreign doctors and foreign nurses is outrageous. There are so many British people who can't get into medical school because the Tories cap the numbers. I've had a nurse today write to me from Derby to say she's fully qualified, come out of uni with a big student loan debt and being replaced by foreign workers brought in by agencies. I mean, unbelievable. We have doctors, surgeons qualifying and going to Australia, America. That's not right. And also, we're stealing doctors and nurses from countries much poorer than us, where they're needed even more than they are here. Radical rethink of the whole thing. So yes, I would say on student fees, we should exempt them because we need it. Overall, I'm a believer, and I have been for 20 years, that too many people are now going to university who'd be better off learning trades and skills. That's my view.
Okay. Last question on immigration.
Yeah.
In power, immigrant comes across in a boat. What's going to happen?
Not going to stay.
Not going to stay. Photographs, fingerprinted, sent back within 24 hours.
Gone. Not going to stay. Not going to stay.
Yeah, that will stop the boat.
Of course it would, immediately, overnight, as it did in Australia 10 years ago.
Exactly.
But all the while we're part of the European Convention on Human Rights with the European Court in Strasbourg, that will never happen. We need to have the balls to leave it and get back our full sovereignty of our borders.
Exactly. Nigel, thank you very much. I'm the busy man. Appreciate your time.